You'll remember from the previous video that an acid is a substance that releases H plus ions when dissolved in water. Acids can be strong or weak. This depends on how strongly they ionize in water. Strong acids completely ionize. Weak acids do not fully ionize. Let me explain. Here I am going to draw a rather large beaker. And this represents water. If we dissolve lots of hydrochloric acid in water, and we do that here, they all split up. In other words, they completely ionize. You see lots of H plus ions here. This is a property of a strong acid. They completely ionize. Let's draw another beaker. And again, here we have water. Here we're going to look at hydrofluoric acid, and we're going to dissolve it in water, as we've done here. They do not all split up. In other words, they do not completely ionize. You can still see some HF, hydrofluoric acid, in the water, not the H plus ions. This is a property of a weak acid. pH is a measure of the concentration of high H plus ions. For every decrease in pH of 1, the amount of hydrogen ions increases by a factor of 10. This means that a substance with pH 3 has 10 times more hydrogen ions than a substance with pH 4. A substance of pH 2 has 100 times more hydrogen ions than a substance of pH 4. A substance of pH 1 has 1,000 times more hydrogen ions than a substance of pH 4. This can be written as H plus ion concentration changes by a factor of 10 to the power of minus x, where minus x represents the difference in pH. Let's go through a worked example. A student added a strong acid to a weak acid of pH 5. The pH of the new solution was pH 2. By how many times did the concentration of H plus ions increase? Step 1. Work out the change in pH. It started at 5, it ended in 2. That's a change of 3. We then need to put this into the equation. The factor of H plus ion concentration equals 10 to the power of 3, which means it increased by 1,000. Here is a weak acid because it has not been completely ionized. Remember, concentration is how much of a solution there is in a given volume. Strong acids are not the same as concentrated acids. In this example, there is lots of solute, so it has a high concentration, but they have not completely ionized. So it is a weak acid, a concentrated acid, but a weak acid. You have now learnt about what makes a strong acid and a weak acid, and the difference between strong and concentration acids. You will find a summary of this information below. make sure you test yourself using the quiz on reviseitright.com. Why are we the best revision website out there? Well, because we have it all in one place. Revision notes, summary videos, longer, more detailed videos for topics you're struggling on, exam question walkthrough videos where qualified teachers take you through the perfect answers to exam questions, worksheets, quizzes, computer marked exam questions, interactive flashcards, forums, the ability to keep track on where you are using our tick list, and so much more. But that's not all. We run at least 3 live lessons a week, and closer to exam time, this will be more, where you can tune into a qualified teacher teaching lots of different topics each week. The lessons will be interactive, and we go through exam questions and quick quizzes to ensure understanding as you go. We also run drop-in sessions where you can drop in, ask a tutor anything live, get the answer that you need, and leave. These are included in our silver and gold membership. This means that for an extra £10 a month, you can access at least 12 hours of lessons a month. That's under £1 an hour, which is incredibly cheap. Still not convinced? Try us completely free for 7 days and cancel anytime, completely free of charge. We offer this because we're convinced that you'll love us. So try us now.